So, for my first mini LP, we're gonna be looking at Live Alive. This is a very interesting RPG that was released in 1994, but only in Japan. The same year Final Fantasy VI also came out, so it's probably one of the reasons why this game wasn't localized at that time. Also because this game's very Japanese. So for this little mini LP, I'm gonna be doing the Kung Fu chapter, which we go in here, do new game. That was my practice. So yeah, here it is. This is a very simple chapter that is also good at teaching the game in my opinion, so that's what I'm gonna do. I've also played it a good amount, so should have some good experience. I'll be able to show some pretty cool things about it. So yeah, here's our plot. But basically, an aging master, and we need to pass down our skills to some students. Or a successor. And yeah, this is set in ancient China. This is the second oldest time period that we go to in this game. I won't read the dialogue because I'm not very good at that, I think, so. So unlike the other chapters, you have to name the Kung Fu style. Normally you choose the name of the character. We're going to be going it the default, which is Xin Shuang Quan. I'm probably gonna butcher a lot of the pronunciations because I'm not very fluent in Chinese, am I? So. Inheritance is the name of the chapter. And now we finally get control. So, let's go over all these options. So equipment, yeah, it's equipment. Use it to boost your stats. Simple as that. We'll be getting some more later in this chapter. Then we've got items, we don't have any yet, but there are some in this house. Skill, this is your battle skills. Now, something interesting about this game is that your skills don't have a cost, like an MP cost. The cost is mainly the range, which we'll go into when I actually go into battle, and if it has a charge at time, which none of these attacks have. Then form is where you're positioned. It determines who you get to control first. It's actually not speed based. I'm gonna keep that on stereo and then save. What's interesting about this game is that you can basically save anywhere. So another thing that equipment does do is show stats. Now you may notice that the IQ stat is pretty massive, and So yeah, as you see here, it's 65. Everything else is a lot lower. And if you go into skill, you see that this skill right here, Lao Hu Ji Wu, it requires IQ. And that basically means that it uses IQ to do damage. This is going to be our main source of damage. Squirrel Kick is also good because it has good range, which I'll also show off. But anyway, let's go get some items. Got some Kung Fu shoes, some Kirin shoes, nothing in there, nothing in these. We got a meat bun, that's for healing. Another meat bun. A sweet bun that's also used for healing. There is nothing inside. Kung Fu suit and Kung Fu suit. So yeah, we did get some better equipment. What's kind of cool about this game is you can just go into optimize. And there you go. Just double checking. So the Kung Fu suit is +2 defense. And the Kirin shoes give us... I think we had the Kung Fu shoes before, so... we're getting a speed increase and also a defense increase, which is very nice. So now let's go outside and find some pupils. We got cool music. So we got clovers, they're pretty bad healing items. Never used them before my test playthrough. So I think that's a battle item. So we need to go down here. We need to go west first. To the bamboo forest. Beware bandits. So in the bamboo forest, you want to pick up these plants because some of them are healing plants, which I'll show here. Special items, they're basically key items. So anyway, here's... well, there was something else there. Here's our first fight. It's against a tiger. So, I'll show this off. This is... Lao Hui Shi Wu is what you want to be using most of the time because... as you see that 93 damage, that's pretty good for this point. Another thing that's interesting about this chapter is that you don't gain any XP, so there's basically no point in fighting. If we go on to another one, I'll show off Squirrel Kick, because that's also a very good technique. So we'll just pick out these items. I might get 5 healing plants before we progress. And yeah, someone else, it looks like someone else is chasing us, so that's interesting. So, Squirrel Kick. Didn't show up the range very well. I guess I can do it here. You see, yeah, pretty good range. Another thing, if it shows the range like this means it's actually multi-target. That's another reason why I like Lao Hu Ji Wu. So yeah, we'll do another Squirrel Kick to take out this tiger. So, get a bird's eye healing plant. Grass, healing plant. Don't move a muscle. So here's the bandit. I'm broke. And she fights us. So here's Lee Kuko. And she's not gonna like this very much. Another effect this attack has is it stops the enemy from using their arms and legs, which is most of that person's attacks, so yeah, they can't do anything. And we win. And yeah, she's got quite the attitude on her. And we got Lee Kuko. Again, we could... she actually does gain XP, but there's no real point in fighting. Yet. So... don't feel like you need to grind yet. So I guess I can show off Lee skills. Here's Monkey Hand, Cat Kick, Shui Niachio, and Shi Shin Quan. Shi Shin Quan is actually really good. So if you're forced to fight with her, then use that, I'd say. We get a shepherd's purse and a healing plant. Try to go north, and they don't like old men around here, so we can't go in. It does respawn the enemies though, so may I'll just run away. Running away is really easy in this game. But the enemy respawns, so not very smart on my part. I guess we'll just take them out. Another good technique I like to use is it this one? I think it was. Is Ren. Doesn't do anything. Because it lowers stats. And lowers them by quite a lot too. That'll be good for boss fights. I'll just take them out. But yeah, you don't want to grind off these enemies, like I said. So we'll try and avoid them. But yeah, the reason is you'll see why in a bit. And we're out of the bamboo forest. Now we want to go south. Crippling disease, huh? That's why we got the healing plants. And we also get rewards. I do recommend talking to all the NPCs. A lot of them in this chapter give lots of rewards. Lots of items. Building better equipment. I believe that training spot is a better piece of equipment. We'll find out in a bit. Oh. That was your grandson, huh? I can talk to you from here. There's another person who's collapsed. Another healing plant. And a meat bun. Oh. Yeah, that's why I kinda did that first. To get the healing plants. This person is a bit different. They want just a healing item, I think. Yeah, they're just hungry. Let's fight these dudes. Kinda spoiled that way if we find them, but they don't look like nice people, so they're also called ruffians, so pardon me. Yep. So now we need to take on these dudes. Sunshine Wang is the boss's name. He goes down as quickly as these ruffians do, I do believe. Yeah, easy. Stone throw. Yeah, doesn't do anything. So yeah, just keep using Ahui Shuwu. It'd be good. Yeah, they're gonna flee because they know how powerful you are. And as you might have guessed, I actually want to take the second option. And then the first one, I believe. So yeah, here's one Joe. If you don't pick the correct dialogue options, it's okay. He'll join you a bit later. Don't worry about equipment yet. He only has thrust and kick. He's a very newbie dude, I guess. He needs a lot of training, which we'll get into later. Now we want to go east. Yeah, final pupil. And talk to NPCs. Food is scarce apparently, because yeah, someone's been going off stealing the food. Oh geez, cornered. Fortunately he's broke. Let's stop this from escalating. Let's calm them down. And we'll pay for it instead. If you pick the other options, I believe you have to fight him. Not gonna lie, I kinda like this guy. Samuhaka. Because I do like eating my food. So now we have 3 pupils. So Samu focuses on attacks that have a charge time. Which, the thing about attacks with a charge time in this game, it can be cancelled if the enemy uses an attack that moves you around. So they're a little bit unreliable. They are quite powerful. And he starts with the most techniques, which I'll be sure to show off later. Yeah, let's go up and see what else is going on here. And we'll go down to all the NPCs. Because yeah, they still give you stuff. You can walk through that apparently. Get a meat bomb. Go around here to this guy. Already dealt with that. Anyway, we did get a lot of equipment, so as well click that. Capricorn goes most in the Chinese part. Blossom Bossman the Iron Fist. Long Pursuit's the last thing we have, and Kieran Shoes, of course. These are accessories, so I didn't mention that. We don't have any yet, so no point going over that. So let's go back to our house. Another thing that's kind of interesting about this game is that um, you actually get healed after every battle, so healing arm is only needed in battle, which is kind of interesting. That's why I didn't need to use any healing arms after my previous battles. Alright, now we need to reevaluate them all. So just keep doing what you've always been doing. So, you can take a lot of hits, as you can see here. Samu. That is one of his strengths, which I'll be going over later. And one, he's the weakest to start out as, so he's not gonna take this very well. Yeah. So now it's the knight. And Samu's here probably for some food. And that's one hell of a rumble. Alright, so here's the most important part of this chapter. So, here's the thing about it. So, only one of these students is going to survive to the end of this chapter. So, if you're playing this blind, it seems like you should train all of them, but that is a pitfall. So, don't do that. Instead, just focus on the one you like best. And that one will be the one that progresses the plot. So, for my next 3 videos, I'm going to be going over each student, and then what happens in their chapters, because they actually do get different scenarios. So I'll be sure to show those off. Also show off strengths and weaknesses, and those techniques that I haven't bothered to show off yet. So yeah, next time, that's exactly what I'll do. I think we'll start with Lee for next video. So until then, this is Rohan signing